In this episode, I talk about the best way to discover your customers' pain points. Welcome to episode 92 of The Honest Entrepreneur Show, where I help creatives like you to master your marketing. My name's Tom Ross, and let's get into it. Today, guys, we're going to jump straight into the episode because we're filming after hours. I am really tight on time, so I'm excited to answer the question, but no time for jibber jabber today.
This question is from Eric. What's a good way to start figuring out pain points for potential users? I don't want to be spammy, but I want to get as much useful information as I can from my followers.
Hey, Eric, great question. You ask them. That is the answer. And I think before you ask them, you need to change your mindset, because ultimately paying an interest in your audience, figuring out what bugs them and what they're struggling with and trying to come up with viable solutions is a fantastic thing. That's like the best side of marketing, right? So you're not spamming anyone, you're caring about them. Spamming people is like pushing stuff in their face relentlessly that they didn't want and didn't ask for. When you're actually saying, hey, like, I would love to pick your brain, like, what can I help with? Like, what are you struggling with this? What pain points have you got? Like, what hurdles are you trying to overcome? You're paying an interest in the other person, and that is huge. That's like everything I talk about in my content. So the way to figure that stuff out is to have one-on-one conversations. And yes, you can do stuff on the periphery of that. You should be doing Instagram story polls. You should be emailing out surveys. You should be getting that hard kind of raw data. But ultimately, those one-on-one conversations are where the magic happened. And I talked about this before on the show, I'm sure. But in the early days of Design Cuts, I literally went on a 1-hour call with a ton of my community members, like one at a time. And I think it was one a day for like 3 months. And so every day I was working 18 hours a day. I still allocated that 1 hour to sit, jump on a call and literally talk face to face over Skype or whatever, and ask them, like, how can we do a better job? Like, what are you struggling with? What are you working on right now? And try and deeply understand them. And that is a level of context you simply can't get from a survey or an Instagram poll or anything of that nature. So I really think like 99.9% of people I know are not doing this. They're not having those one-on-one customer interactions, and the 0.1% that are having them are winning, because there is just so much goodness in those conversations. They really are everything, and I think it's a travesty that more people are not doing them. So yeah, that's how you figure out what they're all about. You don't guess, you don't hypothesize. You literally talk to as many as possible, as deeply as possible, and you try and get to know them inside out. And that will inform your marketing and content decisions so much more than virtually anything else you can do. So I hope that helps, Eric. Question of the day. Are you part of the 99.9% that haven't done this, or part of the 0.1% that have? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really enjoying the YouTube show. If you are too, then be sure to hit the subscribe icon and tick the little bell to get notifications when I post new content on this platform.